say to President Obama,
"You're fired."
Trump. 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 Is everybody ready? I wanna be like the Donald Trump.
Who is Donald Trump? Real estate mogul Donald Trump has been dominating the business landscape since the early 1970s. Since leaving his fingerprint on the real estate industry, Trump has gone on to be a television personality, author, and now, with his name running to become the President of the United States of America,
I am officially running for President of the United States.
In order for Trump to win the presidency, he needs to become the representative for the Republican Party. But to become the Republican candidate, he has to win the convention in July by winning the majority of caucuses and primaries. As of February 21st, 2016, he surprisingly lost Iowa, but won New Hampshire and South Carolina. Trump's solution to win the election is to create the Make America Great Again campaign in order to build his brand equity.
And we are going to make our country great again.
So let's take a look at Trump's brand equity pyramid. In salience, his voters are identifying who he is. His brand equity is built on two key elements. Firstly, he has high level of awareness and familiarity. People are highly aware of Trump thanks to his extensive business portfolio and media coverage. The Trump signature is synonymous with the most prestigious addresses in the United States and around the world. He has a prominent presence in entertainment, a partnership with NBC for ownership rights of the Miss Universe and Miss USA pageants, and his own TV show, The Apprentice. He also owns a number of golf courses around the world, a modeling agency, a clothing line, a home decor collection, and 2 fragrances that showed a great success. Secondly, he has strong and unique brand associations, allowing people to easily recall his brand. Trump has won numerous awards as a businessman and for his hotels. He is given credit for having made a major and favorable impact of the economy of New York City by creating a condominium boom. Although people may criticize his opinions, he actually is very strategic in finding a differentiated selling point. Politicians are a commodity. As much as we judge them, we cannot deny that they are indispensable. Most politicians refer to similar subjects, but Trump's self-funding and outrageous views have transcended him from the expected layer to the augmented layer. By doing so, his brand becomes a part of the evoke set when anyone thinks of US politics, even if they dislike Trump. After recognizing him, people find meaning in Trump rationally or emotionally. If they are rational, people are focused on what benefits Trump will give to America and how well he would actually be successful, durable, efficient, and effective, and reliable through his brand positioning. In this dimension, people are looking at how his credibility and his performance can solve their pain. Trump has to identify the rational voters' problems so that he is able to convince them to elect him. Some of his solutions are:
We need someone with a proven track record in business who understands greatness, someone who can rally us to the standard of excellence we once epitomized. I started with the issue of illegal immigration and proposed building a major wall that would be very high and completely impervious to the flood of immigrants who we don't want or need here illegally. I've committed to a truly more powerful military. I've released a tax plan that gives the middle class and those with lower incomes a chance to keep more of what they earn. I've introduced a whole new approach to job creation by encouraging companies to bring more of their jobs in manufacturing back to the United States. What we need is leadership that can deal with our mess and begin to apply practical solutions to our problems. There's so much untapped greatness in our country. Together, let's make America great again.
People then make rational judgments on his performance.
People think that he may be able to give an economic boost. Since he is a businessman and he knows how to run things,
there are some cognitive barriers to this. People think that Donald Trump has no political knowledge due to his educational and working experiences. Therefore, they think he might not have the ability to become a successful president. On the other hand, people may argue that he is trustworthy because he did not come from politics and have America's interests at heart. If they take the emotional route, people would internalize Trump's values and personalities, such as agreeing with his views on immigration and admiring his business success.
He's trying to secure the country. He says what people think.
Trump supporters don't care that he hasn't actually put out very many specific policies on how to achieve his objectives.
Trump is strongest among Republicans who are less affluent, less educated, distrustful of the government, and special interests. These types of voters are less likely to vote. Therefore, he has to overcome transactional barriers, place, time, and cost that disable his target market to vote.
There is an issue in America with not voting. If you can't drive yourself, I don't think Donald's going to send the bus to pick you up. And that's part of the problem of his campaign. It operates at 35,000 feet, but it doesn't really operate door to door.
For his image, people have the perception that Trump is not qualified to run for president. From our interviews, people have said that he is a buffoon, exaggerator, self-absorbed, petulant, zero credibility, sexist, and racist. Some Republicans are afraid that his nomination would pose a profound threat to their party and conservative views, in ways that other candidates won't. They view him as an embarrassment brand. According to the brand asset valuator, Trump joins the likes of Justin Bieber and Ryanair because they all have high differentiation, relevance, and knowledge, but very low esteem. He is in between the leadership and emerging potential quadrants of the graph because he has high brand strength but medium brand stature due to his lack of esteem. Keeping in mind the Young and Rubicam brand spirit model, we asked people, what would Donald Trump be if he was an animal?
Toad.
But Trump should be seen as
something between a shark and a whale. A shark because he fiercely attacks his candidate, and a whale because his words are splashed across all of the.
At the resonance stage, people have the ultimate relationship and are attitudinally attached to Trump. They are willing to go out of their way to promote or discredit his brand and values and try to find a community of others who agree with their views. At points, putting a lot of effort to disgracing him. For people who support Trump, they behave loyally and are quick to defend and forgive him. Trump at resonance is a brand to rational voters because they have enduring respect for him. He is a love mark to emotional voters because they both love and respect him. Currently, Trump is very successful at identifying his target voter and shaping his campaign to attract them through empathizing with their views. His voters tend to be emotional and are extreme customers. Trump's positioning is interesting because people either love or hate him. In fact, his negative associations outweigh the positive, but yet he is successful. Trump should diminish the number of negative associations by changing their meaning into positive ones. This could improve customers' attitudes toward the brand. For example, our interviewees perceive Trump as an egotistical, selfish businessman. Instead, he could highlight his business accomplishment in his campaign by saying a businessman who already has power to improve the economy and infrastructure of a city is no different from being a politician. A major concern is how his business career would fare if he loses the election. To build his business credibility, Trump has to use strengthening brand strategies in order to enhance his esteem and transition himself from an embarrassment brand to a leadership brand. And according to the brand spirit model, from a toad to a shark. For example, a line extension strategy to enrich his statements, focusing on functional benefits that would resonate more with the younger generation or the middle class. Instead of saying he would build a great wall, he should explain how he would strengthen the border security and make it more difficult for illegal immigrants to enter the U.S. This way, his voters can see how his ideas will be directly implemented. If he would like to win the election, he should use brand extension techniques to make new comments that will resonate with other target voters, such as LGBT or minorities. It is difficult for Trump to maintain consistency in his views because he has to cater to so many different types of voters. However, to build trust and gain customer loyalty, he should maintain his image of being a politician who is not hesitant to vocalize the opinions that other people are afraid to express. Therefore, building credibility, strengthening his brand, and keeping a consistent image are keys to Trump's success, no matter if he does or does not become the President of the United States of America.
Unless I win, it's been a waste of time for me, folks. I'll be honest with you. It's been a total waste of time.
There's a man who has a plan to make America great again. They want someone to get things done. So vote for Trump and break the slump and make America